Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning, and this morning
it's cold.
It is cold. It is really cold in here today, but we'll get working and warm up. So the first thing we're gonna do is Davey's gonna get the 4x4 actuator put on the 2018 Dodge.
Yeah, I gotta get a 4x4 actuator on. Then we're gonna have to go to Napa to get antifreeze for it because I drained it all last night.
Our booster, hopefully.
What?
Our booster, hopefully.
And our booster at noon, hopefully, for Problem Child. Get that thing back over to Recycle Racing so he can tune it for us.
Then electric fans on Ozzy maybe today. Go over and get to work and hopefully get some of this stuff done today.
Look like a 4x4 actuator.
So the reason we're changing this is the service 4x4 light has been on in this truck. 4x4 did work when we picked up the truck, but the actuator was staying locked in and keeping the front end locked in. So when you kind of went around a curve, it would kind of go.
Shimmy, shimmy.
It would shimmy a little and stuff because it acted like it was in 4-wheel drive. So we decided to buy an actuator and replace that one, and hopefully that fixes it.
Take 4x4 actuator. It literally just popped up, so 4x4 shifting in process. I'm like, no. There's a chance it could come back on.
I'm gonna load the tires up from the first gen and rims onto the trailer so we can get those moved around back. So our old golf cart puller. Alright guys, we're gonna try to get these fans put on. The radiator on Ozzy. Like I said, we're doing 2 electric fans like we pretty much do on everything. It did fit, didn't it?
Yes. But airflow more than anything will cool off because this Louis fan ain't doing much. Here's the one bar that we put in there.
The other thing's too bulky.
On the clip in going up too.
There might be more in that one though. I think I used 2. Over there, but they only come with, yeah, they come with 4. Alright guys, we got both of our electric fans on. They're on, like I said. Alright guys, so we need some overflow for our radiator on Problem Child and Ozzy. So Davey went in the backyard. So we bought property next to us, and your uncle?
Yes.
Yeah, so one of his great uncles used to own that property, and in the back corner of that property, there was a huge pile of old bottles and stuff. So Davey just went out there to find and see kind of what bottles were out there. This is what he come up with.
Well, there's a lot more.
These ones I like. These are cool.
I was thinking if we got room for it.
Anyway, we got some, I'm assuming Mad Dog 2020.
Yep.
Red grape wine. That's weird. Same thing. Red grape, Mad Dog. These are just some different bottles. That one actually still has a lid on it. But
Wine bottles.
is that what they? Mm-hmm. Oh, wine bottle. Anyway, these are thick, hard glass. They have been back there for how long? Probably
A long time. 30, 40 years.
Yeah, so they
could have been.
And they haven't been crushed or anything, so that's pretty cool. But I'm probably gonna clean them out, clean them up a little bit.
Me and Cam, when he was a little guy, we went back there and he shoot them all the time. But there's still gobs and gobs of them.
About using one of them for our overflow for our radiator.
Yeah, finding room for it though.
Maybe we'll figure out how to get it in there and get it where it won't fall. So I built to use the thinner Mad Dog 2020 bottle and run it on that side of the radiator. Kind of show y'all what we did over here. We're fixing to fill it up with antifreeze, but here is our Mad Dog 2020. We did go ahead and put a piece of what I cut off the rubber floor mat. So we used that behind it just to protect the bottle from the radiator, vice versa. But that's how it's gonna sit, and hopefully it works. We're gonna get this thing filled up with antifreeze now because we have not done that yet. Ripping my pants more. Alright guys, we are going to now try to get our mirrors put on Ozzy. We ordered West Coast mirrors, the new ones. They are chrome, but they are adjustable, so we have got to figure out where we want them on the door, and then we will use our drill hole, use our rib nut. Rib nut deal, put a rib nut in there so we don't have to take the panel off the door. So before we start messing with it, I'm gonna take some masking tape and I'm gonna tape up the paint so we don't scratch everything, and then when Davey drills the holes, it don't break a lot of the paint. Alright, so we got our 2 holes marked up top. Davey's gonna drill those now. Alright, so Davey's gonna use the rib nut gun now. That way those go in there and we can just throw it in. We don't have to take off the door panels and stuff.
Riv nut gun from Vivor. Stick your riv on there. Screw it on there, and you squeeze them down. It pulls it, sucks this end down. Just go buy you a bolt that fits the size. It tells you what size they are. M5 metric is what I'm using right now.
Alright guys, Davey got the top two in. He used the rib nut gun. They're in there. Now when we go to town and get our bolts that we need, they'll thread right into those. We don't have to worry about trying to get on the back side of them to put a nut on. Alright guys, so we came home to no electricity. Our headbands that Davey got off the TikTok shop, so y'all go check these out. Turn mine off so I can show y'all that. These things are awesome. We use them all the time. Davey uses them on anything we work on. Alright guys, we got the driver mirror on. Looks pretty good on there. We did the chrome West Coast mirrors. We're gonna move over and get the passenger side one done. Alright guys, we got both of our West Coast mirrors on now. Really liking the looks of them. I love the West Coast mirrors on these trucks. Alright guys, while we were in town getting the nuts and stuff, bolts for the mirrors, we also ran to Napa and grabbed our brake booster. We believe this is the right one. So we are going to try to get it put over on Problem Child now. Hopefully this fixes our vacuum problem we were having. Comes with a new one of those. So you don't have to pull it out. We're gonna try to get this thing put over on Problem Child now. That look good? I pull that mat out. I have to pull it out. just sound like it idled a little better when Eric was here? Or that's what I thought. I think we got a vacuum somewhere else. Alright guys, we got the new brake booster on. Got the vacuum hose on, the master cylinder back on. Davey is in the truck getting the brake pedal hooked back up. And then we'll see if we got brakes again. Alright guys, we got our booster put on and we don't have a leak, I don't think. But our brakes suck. Like they're going too far down, and that might just be how they are. They go farther than what we think they should. They are stopping it. So that's a plus, but
Got all the air on the line, so it ain't that. Everything's new now.
We got our spacers in to level out problem child because we don't like how it's squatting more in the front than the back. So we are gonna hurry up and throw those in. And then we'll just really be waiting on a tune with this one. All the spacer is, it's just a hard piece of plastic more or less, and it'll sit on top of the coil just like that. The leveling kit for the front on, and man, that changed it a lot. I like that a lot better. Now the truck don't sit like this down in the front. It's level. Better side view here. Oh yeah. It looks a lot better. A lot.
It's even now.
Guys, it is 4:30 Wednesday evening, and we're calling it a day. It's been cold all day. Like neither of us have warmed up yet. But anyway, we did get the leveling kit put on Problem Child. I'm really happy about it because it was sitting up in the back like this, or down in the back. The front was up. Then we leveled that out, and it made the front sit down a little bit. Now we're level all the way across.
So what we did, we bought 3-inch lowering coils for the front. I actually moved the leaf spring pads, or leaf spring hangers, up on the frame when I had the frame, or bare frame. Anyways, that lowered the rear like I wanted. But the front, I went 3 inches when I should have only went 2. Instead of buying more coils, I just bought an inch spacer. That's what we done.
Yeah, it does.
Should have just went with the 2-inch coils, but hit and miss.
It has a better stance to me now than it did when it was angled.
Anywho, we're gonna call it a day.
Yep. We will see y'all tomorrow sometime. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning, and it is Thanksgiving Day. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We are fixing to head over to my family's Thanksgiving dinner, and that's gonna be 10, 11, 12-ish in that area. And then we'll come back and we'll go to Davey's family at 5 o'clock. So we got 2 Thanksgiving dinners today, and we should have a really good day. Lots of food. I'm excited about that part.
Yeah. Shouldn't be hungry by the end of the day.
But we're going to take Green Mile, so we're fixing to head out, and we'll take y'all along on that ride.
On that ride.
We gotta take pictures. That's ridiculous. Adults first. Everybody else goes sit. Why not? Megan's getting the pictures. They look flyers. That is not.
That was my biggest kid. That's right. You shouldn't be.
I was okay with everything until they got really close.
One Thanksgiving down, 1 to go. We are headed back home. I've got to make some more sweet potatoes, and then we will head over to Davy's family's in just a bit.
You need a sign that says homeless, give me $1.
$8.
You got a sign that says I'm homeless, give me $1.
Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning, and yesterday we ate way too much. But I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving and had a great day with their family. On our way out to my family's Thanksgiving, Green Mile's electric fans quit working. Not sure why, so that's what we're doing first thing this morning, is trying to figure them out. Davy's got his little circuit tester.
Power probe.
Is that what it's called? Power probe?
Sure.
Yeah. I know. It's an awesome tool. We really like it. We've been using the fire out of it. So hopefully it can help us figure out what's going on with the electric fans on Green Mile today.
It's 32 degrees.
It's freezing. So I'm going to look really thick for the next 4 months because I'm going to be always wearing bibs.
Normal.
Rude. That's a good sign.
So, somewhere along the line, I'm not getting power to them.
I get it from the fuse box.
I don't know. Somewhere, I said.
All right, Davey, put the circuit tester up to it, hit positive to it, fans come on. So we are not getting power to the fans for some reason, so we're going to chase that down now. Alright, we found what our problem was. Big detach for the wire is loose, so we're going to have to rewire that right there and get that tightened up. And our fan should work again.
Finally got her to do something. Oh, we've not been recording, but we shimmed the doors on Problem Child, got them shutting better because they was shutting extremely hard. You had to slam them, and half the time they wouldn't even shut. But now, just a small muscle, they shut. They shut decent. They'll get better the more the new seals get wore in. We wasn't real happy with the way the cab was setting on this, so we did shim the back of the cab up a little bit and the front of the bed up a little bit just to make it set a little better. I didn't like the way it almost looked like the frame was broke, even though we know better. Just part of it, you build this stuff and then you add weight to it and your geometry gets off and all that. So yeah, anyways, We're kind of just tinkering today. But
Pretty much at a standstill until this thing is wired up.
I'm sure we're forgetting something, and there's parts that ain't come in yet. So that's why we haven't really been able to wire anything or send it to our wiring guy, because we're waiting on parts. And it's kind of a real rare sight to finally see Megan doing something, so it's kind of interesting. It's like, this is what it looks like.
You're funny.
I'm always on the flop end of this. This is weird.
I'm telling him he could be our video guy.
Hey, I'm okay with that. It's way easier than getting burnt by welding slag. Scratches, probably. Come on, reach.
Too short.
Missed a spot. You're just like a good windshield wiper. You almost get it, but not quite. Anyway.
What we got next?
I don't even know. Slowly but surely, she's coming together, though. Gotta get an exhaust appointment, get those hooked up. Well, anyways. She fires right up. Well, that's the plus side of that. Ah, my new blinkers. This one broke. I'm gonna put them on. Choke cable stuck out, even though it ain't hooked up. Somehow, it got stuck out.
There, got it.
They're not impressed.
Get you a good mirror on over here.
Blinker bulb wiring. Anyways, I put a new bearing in the steering column while the camera was off because my camera lady doesn't want to work today. Anyways, what? That's true.
I see not recording.
I'm gonna go ahead and run some wires to the blinker bulbs because I bought the kit. Should be pretty easy. It's never easy when you say it's gonna be, though.
Alright guys, since I'm slacking on my job today of recording, if you did get the blinker switch put in, this truck, I don't know where the blinker was when we got this truck. Sure it went right there, but it's gone. So instead of getting another column, we just bought one of these. This is what we put in Area 47. It works great. So that's just what we bought to put in this one as well.
there sleeping on the job.
Well, I found it and then I dropped it.
That time. Jeez.
All right, we got them new wires ran for the marker lights / blinkers. We ran it down the factory spot.
I want to show y'all how weird this lady is.
Not weird. It's bouillon, which is amazing in the winter. And a little pickle in it. Good.
Like I said, I just wanted to show y'all how weird she was.
It'd probably be really good to let like 3 or 4 pickles soak in it while it's warm.
Booyah!
Thanks to Ken Barlow for the bouillon.
Bo.
Alright guys, so Davey went ahead and got the marker lights and cab lights working with the park light. So all these cab light, the side park lights right here, and the front park light will all come on together. He's getting the wires ran now under the threshold plate. Alright guys, while I was outside selling a vehicle, it was actually our son and daughter-in-law have been driving it for a little while, but they were ready to sell it. It's through our small car lot, so had someone come look at it, did all their paperwork, they bought it. So while I was doing that, Davey decided to start wiring up all the lights together. Front lights together, I should say. He got the blinkers working, all the lights that I showed y'all earlier, the marker lights on the side here, the cab light, the park light, all that. He got all that hooked up together. That lights are not on. Cab lights are on, side marker lights are on, park lights are on. They also blink. So he went ahead and got that stuff done, so we are probably going to keep going. Oh yeah, we gotta run the Napa real quick, of course. We do have to take the brake booster back that come off problem child because there is a core for that. We gotta do that also, but making progress. This thing's about ready to hit the road and drive.
We did learn something. When you steal parts off these cabs, you gotta remember to put them back on later. So this door wasn't shutting good, it wasn't opening good. I realized there was 2 screws missing out of this. And she said, yeah, you took them for a different truck. And I'm like, ah. So I went and took them from another truck that we're gonna build, put them back in this one. So I did order new ones, but door shuts pretty good now.
And when we forget and we have to remind each other when we build that truck.
I got new screws coming, so when they get here, I'll put them in it. Anywho, we're gonna run that.
We're back from Napa. We're gonna go ahead and try to get the light on the bed all wired up. All the chicken lights, the tail lights, all that.
It ain't happening. We'll get some of them wired up.
We're gonna get started on it tonight. It's about 5 o'clock, so we're not ready to call it a night just yet. We want to keep working, so at least maybe get the wires ran to the tail lights and stuff. Maybe.
So I was gonna take this to my wiring guy, but he's got a lot of insulation in the way, and we're ready to drive this thing. That's all we're literally waiting on. we're going to go ahead and do it ourselves because it's really not that big of a deal. I just hate wiring. And anywho, that's what we're doing. So obviously we don't record much of this because it's boring. Boring for me too. My brain hurts. But I did buy the factory wiring harness that goes to the back, but I do have to splice into it, unfortunately. Huh?
For the chicken light.
For the chicken lights.
We did tell y'all about the new light we're getting for the corner of the bed, where the cutout there are in the corner, and new tail lights actually. They are not in yet. Maybe they'll be in tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday.
Probably next week.
Yeah.
I ordered these lights because I didn't think we had a store around town that has them. We go to Tractor Supply and there they are on the shelf. So I could already had them, but I already ordered them. Instead of buying more, I'm just going to wait on mine. Now we know.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power. I do not have much knowledge or power.
But we're gonna get this stuff ran, and I'm gonna put all this wire that goes to the back, since it's under the truck. I'm gonna put it all in one. Oh yeah!
Pants fitting.
We got one side wired in, and they're lit up. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good going down the road. Real good. The only plus thing. Alright guys, we got both sides of the chicken light wires ran. Now we're gonna show y'all what it looks like. Oh yeah. Ooh, son.
This view from up here looks like a tow truck.
It does look like a tow truck, don't it? It's awesome.
And more lights to come.
Alright guys, it is Friday night, about 6-ish. We got the chicken lights and the other lights all wired in. They're all working. Even the marker light, the cab light. I'm excited. Y'all know how I like my cab light. And I really like my chicken light also.
And more to come. Like
Yes.
I said, we're still waiting on our corner lights and our tail lights.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm excited. It's getting so close to being ready for its first test drive down the highway. We got a few more things that come in today that we're going to put on. But yeah, we're getting close, but I'm excited. That's going to be it for this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe.
peace.
Thanks for watching, guys.